Kevin De Bruyne, has told his Manchester City teammates to forget about Liverpool in the Premier League title race and focus on winning their own games. The two clubs are slugging it out at the top of the table in an enthralling and unforgiving race for the silverware. City's win at Huddersfield on Sunday closed the gap at the top back to 4 points following Liverpool's dramatic win against Crystal Palace the day before. The win for Jurgen Klopp's side took Liverpool to 60 points after 23 games, only the third team to achieve that in the Premier League era, but City remain on their coattails. Having played after Liverpool for the previous 2 weekends, the Blues now play before Klopp's side for the next 2 gameweeks, giving them the chance to close to within a point and pile the pressure on at Anfield. While that may seem like a psychological advantage, it's not one De Bruyne is particularly buying into, and he insists forgetting all about Liverpool is City's best approach. In the end, it doesn't matter, the 27-year-old said of playing before City's title rivals. If it's a run of 4 or 5 games where you play second, then maybe it's different, because if they keep winning, you know it's all or nothing. We need to win our games. We cannot do anything about Liverpool, expect the games we played against them. We need to win our games and see what we can do. Having lost to Crystal Palace at the Etihad just before Christmas, it looked like the Eagles were going to do Pep Guardiola's side a favour on Saturday, taking the lead at Anfield and then clawing it back to 2-2 before going down to a 4-3 defeat. City were training during that tumultuous fixture, and while De Bruyne admits he has followed some of Liverpool's games this season, he isn't keeping too close an eye on their progress. We follow it a little bit, but you can't follow it all, because we have a life besides that, he said. We try to do everything we can on the pitch, but after that, everyone has families and whatever, so you just have to live with whatever comes. City could yet surpass their century of points from last season. Wins in all of their remaining 15 Premier League games would take them to 101 points. Either the Blues or Liverpool are on course to be the Premier League's best ever runners-up, but that's not a title that is concerning De Bruyne at the moment. Well, then you would just have to take it as it is and say we had a good season, but someone was better, and congratulate someone else, he said. We try to do the best as possible, but in the end, if Liverpool get more points, it is because they deserve it. Obviously you always want to win it, but if you get a season where you're runners-up with 90 points, there's not a lot you can say afterwards. The Belgian midfielder could yet be City's key weapon in the final months of the season. He has suffered an injury-hit campaign, but completed his first 90 minutes of 2018-19 against Huddersfield. That was only De Bruyne's second Premier League start of the season as Guardiola eases him back into the rigors of regular football. I've been out for nearly 6 months, so I think the second time was more difficult mentally because I was really ready to perform well. I was doing well, I think, then somebody fell on my knee and you have to restart again, he said. I try to do my best and try to come back in the form I was in last year. But if you play every 3 days, I'm not used to it for the moment and I just need the time to get used to it and get in my rhythm. Asked when he will be ready to play every 3 days, De Bruyne added, "It depends how my rhythm will be." It's more difficult if you play a week, then it's 7 or 8 days you don't play, and then you play again. You get the rhythm, but not the rhythm you need to play every 3 days. I need some games where I can play more regularly, like 3 or 4 games in a row to get my rhythm.